Good morning, happy Saturday. So I wanted to, it's a little bit later than normal, but it's the weekend. I slept in a little bit this morning, did personal development, all of the things. But I wanted to come on here before I start my workout to talk to you guys about just taking a leap. Whatever that may mean for you, to really embrace it. So we've talked about fear, we've talked about anxiety, we have talked about all of the different mindsets that can cause us to freeze, that can prevent us from propelling forward and living our best lives. And though it's going to be a process to continually check in with our mental state, it's going to continually be a process to make sure that we're eating right, that we're eating for the right reasons, that we're eating for our goals, that we're eating for a better version of ourselves, and so that we're not damaging ourselves, so that we're not preventing us from living our best lives. But the question is what is your best life? What does your best life look like for you? Does that mean getting in the best shape of your life? Does that mean getting out of debt? Does that mean getting a house that you've always dreamed of? Does it mean growing a family? Does that mean starting a family? Does that mean cutting ties with people that no longer have a purpose or a reason in your life? Does it mean changing your routine? Does it mean getting up earlier? Does it mean going to bed earlier? Does it mean quitting your job and staying home? Does it mean starting a blog? What is that purpose for you? What does that best life look like for you? And why are you not pushing yourself towards those goals, towards those dreams? So many of us, including myself, have always felt that we were incapable of our best lives, that we were incapable of owning that dream house, that we were incapable of having that dream job, or incapable of getting out of debt, that we just expect that our life is going to be constantly living day to day, paycheck to paycheck, wondering where food's going to come in, wondering when the stress is going to stop, wondering what if instead of worrying about it and wondering if it would ever happen, or consistently telling ourselves that it will never happen, why are we telling ourselves, first of all, that we're unworthy? Why are we telling ourselves that we are incapable of having that dream life, whatever it may be? Sure, it may be, you might want to be realistic in the fact of being an astronaut and the requirements of doing that, but getting out of debt, getting in the best shape of your life, going back to school, obtainable, realistic goals, owning a home that you never thought you could ever have, those are things that are realistic and obtainable and that you can reach. Now, maybe you can still be an astronaut. That's something that you have to plan for and that you have to figure out. Maybe you want to be a doctor. Maybe you want to be a veterinarian or a zoologist. Whatever the case may be, you have to plan for that. You have to understand, okay, it takes this amount of time to do this. But rather than looking at it and saying it's going to take all this time, think about how you're going to live anyways. You're going to be around for that amount of time anyways. Why not take that leap and prepare yourself and to push yourself towards that goal versus saying, well, it's going to take me this amount of time to get there. I can't do that. Why? Why couldn't you do that? It's better to try and fail than not to try at all and say that you always wished you could, but never did. So I want to encourage you today to start saying, why not me? Why couldn't I do that? Why couldn't I get out of debt? Why couldn't I have that body that I've always dreamed of? Why couldn't I get into a better relationship and get out of this toxic one? The only thing that is preventing you from doing that is yourself. You may have certain circumstances in your life that throw a wrench in it, but it should not prevent you. Maybe you are sick and you can't physically exercise, but you can still eat healthy. There's still certain foods that you can eat even if you're on diet restrictions. There's still certain stretching and low impact things that you can do for specific types of your body if you're limited. There are opportunities for those of you who can't get out of your house for whatever reason to go to school online. There's specific stores you can go to cut costs so that you can start saving money and start paying off bills. There's certain mindsets that you can have in changing and rewiring your thought process so that instead of allowing your limitations prevent you from living your life, you use them to fuel your life. You use them to get to those goals, to get to those dreams, to fulfill any aspiration that you have. And it doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or if you were 90 years old. If there is a goal in your life, push yourself towards it. Give yourself the opportunity to try. Maybe you end up failing. Maybe you don't reach that for whatever reason, but it's still better to push yourself than to sit on the couch, sit in that negative mindset, sit in that anxiety, and continually compare yourself to those who are trying. Because I tell you what, those of you who watch the people who are trying, who are doing, who are succeeding, they are absolutely no different than you. Those people that you have watched every single day push themselves and dedicate themselves to their journey, they all started off wondering, what if? Why not me? Why couldn't I? So the question is how long are you going to keep sitting and keep allowing somebody else's success story to keep happening before you start creating your own? How long are you going to do that? Are you going to wait the entire time it could take to fulfill one of your goals? Are you going to wait the entire time it could take to pay off some student loans or pay off some debt or get an additional job or create a new schedule so that you could live your best life? The time is going to pass no matter what we do. So why not fill that time doing the best that we can to try the hardest that we can to live the life that we've always wanted to live, whatever that may look like for you. And as long as it's healthy, as long as it brings you joy, as long as it's not causing any more negative input in your life, then go for it. It's scary. It's overwhelming. It's uncomfortable. But you know what? So isn't anxiety. So isn't depression. So isn't all of those negative things that you're going through right now. You're already uncomfortable. You're already afraid. You're already worried. Why not put that pain towards something positive so that you can come on the other side of this darkness, so that you can come on the other side of this negative mindset, this negative perspective, and you can say, today is the day that I took the leap for my better life, for my better self. I don't know where it's going to take me. I have no idea if I'm going to reach it, but all I know is that I'm tired of wishing what if. I'm tired of wondering what it would be like if I got off this couch, if I took a shower, if I took a step towards my goal. All you need to do is to believe in yourself just a little bit, and you can move mountains. You can change that what if to I did. You could change that to I can't to I can. I did. I will. It's all a matter of rewiring. It's all a matter of perspective, and it's all a matter of the ambition to get yourself up off the couch, to dust yourself off, and to keep trying until you get it. Keep trying until you believe you are capable of an amazing life. I hope you have an amazing Saturday. I'm going to go get my workout done, get some cleaning done, and I'm going to make more steps to living my better life. I hope you do too.